welcome back to my channel. And for today's video we are actually going to be talking about and reviewing the Jaclyn Hill champagne collection. I know it's kind of maybe a little late in a lot of people, but I really want to do this because I have actually tried it, and I kind of want to, try it online, show you guys what my thoughts about the palette is, if it's worth it, if I found any dupes for it or anything like that. So I want to share that with you guys. So I've already prepped, primed, foundation, primed my face, all that stuff. So we're just gonna get right into the actual thing. So the palette the collection consisted of a face palette like this one right here, and let me just show you guys, which comes with 2 highlights, 3 blushes. One is a matte, one is a luminous, and well, actually there's 2 mattes, but 2 mineral brushes and 1 a luminous blush. So that was the face palette, and then it comes within the eyeshadow palette right here, and it comes with all these shades right here. These are pretty neutral shades and shimmers, so I'm pretty sure it won't be too hard to find a dupe for these shades. I think the Naked would be a really good dupe. I tried to search online, try to find some stuff, but I couldn't. So I will be making a blog post about these, so I'll do a little more research and try to find a good dupe for these. So we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna do my eyeshadow with the palette, and yeah, so we're just gonna do that. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a nice fluffy brush, and the one I like to use is where'd it go? Oh, didn't tell me I didn't take it out. Oh, right here. Okay, so the one that I like to use is the Morphe M433, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with the lightest shade in the palette as my transition shade. So we're just gonna go ahead and first off, what I want to tell you guys is a really good thing is that both palettes, the eyeshadow and the face palette, come with a mirror. So that's a big plus, because I never find palettes that come with like a brush or whatever. So we're just gonna go right in it. So we're gonna go in with this shade, and that shade is actually called Cordial. So we're gonna go in with Cordial, and we're gonna build that into our crease. So now we have the crease in. It is a very light color. That's the only thing that I have to say about it. It's a very light color, and you kind of have to build it up a little bit, but I like it because sometimes I go heavy-handed, so better go light than better than going intense and whatnot. So with my Morphe E22 right here, which is kind of like it's tapered, we're gonna go in with the next darkest shade in the, which is right here, and this one is Cognac. So we're gonna go in with that, and we're gonna deepen up the crease a little bit. Ooh. Now I do notice when it comes to darker shades, even with the lighter one, that it does pick up a lot of product, and it falls out. So I mean, what I always do is I tap my brush before I apply anything. So we're kind of going below the crease a little bit and then building our way up into the crease. It's not patchy. I did hear a lot of reviews about it being patchy the first batch, but I think they fixed it the second batch, and I'm not sure about the people who did have issues. I think they replaced it, but yeah. Alright, so now see, this is what we have going on right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a more defined small crease brush. That rings a bell. That rings a bell. Just where the brush is. There's a small crease brush by MAKEUPGEEK that I'm actually gonna use. Yeah, right here. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the MAKEUPGEEK small crease brush right here, and we're gonna go in with the darkest shade in the palette right here, which is Bordeaux. And we're not going heavy-handed with this, but I'm just tapping it and then tapping the excess, and then we're just gonna build that in a little bit like that. So this is what you should have. It's very simple. Alright, so now we're going to go on to our lid color. And our lid color, we're going to go in with Champagne Toast right here. And on my MAC 242, I'm just going to swap like that. Now I do have to say that these, like the glitters, have so much pigment. And knowing Jaclyn Hill, I wouldn't have had a question about that. I know that any shimmer shade she would come out with would have so much pigment and be so beautiful and flawless. Just look at it, so pretty. Alright. So I want to kind of intensify it a little bit because I'm extra, so we're just going to go ahead and spritz that, okay? And then I'm just going to go over it a little bit like that. And I'm going to go in with a little more product and I'm going to tap it on. Now I do notice that there's a lot of fallout with the glitters a little bit. So I probably would suggest doing this before foundation. So then with my Morphe 433, I'm just going to go ahead and just blend the two colors together so there's not any, you know, harsh lines or anything. And I want everything to flow seamlessly. Alright, perfect. So that's all set. So with my Sigma E30 pencil brush, I'm just going to go ahead in with the light shade right here, which is Chardonnay. And we're going to take that on the tip of the pencil and we're putting that in our inner corner right here. And we're going to do the same thing to the other eye. Alright, so perfect. Now we're all done with the eyeshadow. I'm going to go ahead and throw. Alright, so now that I have my mascara on, we're all done with the eyes. We're all done with the eyes. We're going to go ahead and get into the face palette right here. Alright. Beautiful. It's so beautiful, guys. Alright, so I'm not actually going to do any bronzer, like a bronze look. This is all going to be like a blush, very simple. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my E4 brush from Morphe. Sorry, but this line is discontinued. They do have a new line up. So I will post a link for the new line down below. And I'm sure they have something better or whatever, but this is my thing. So actually I'm gonna go in with the more brown shade right here, which is called Amaretto, and that's gonna act like my bronzer. Okay, so now that we have that, we're gonna go in with the same brush. It's no big deal. We're gonna go lightly into the pink. Oh, let me show you. Into this pink shade right here. It is very bright, so light-handed. I'm just tapping it and then tapping whatever's off. And we're just gonna add a little on the tops of the cheeks right here. We're just gonna add a little pink, a little rose, a little like that, just very lightly. Okay. All right, so now that we have that out of the way, if you want, you can go ahead and with the rose spritz right here, this is the luminous blush. We could use this as a topper, so I'm just gonna take a wow, that is very pigmented, guys. Like I barely did anything here. This is the E35 tapered blending brush by Sigma, and I just tapped it. I'm tapping that off right now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and top the blush with it like that. Okay, same thing here. We're just gonna tap the blush with it very lightly. Okay, so now for our highlight, we're gonna go in with the Morphe 510 brush right here, and I'm gonna mix Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop together. They give you they give me life. So I'm just tapping, tap the excess, and we're just gonna go ahead and like, oh my god, guys, I think I found my new highlight. Like, I literally think I found my new highlight, guys. Okay, just like that. I have no words for this highlight. Alright, so we're good. Now we're just going to go ahead and apply the lip. In with Clueless and Trap by ColourPop. Alright. Ooh, that's a lot of product. And just mix those two together. And I don't want it to be matte, but I have been really obsessed with the Jouer Skinny Dip Lip Topper. So we're going to go ahead and just top it, because... Do I mention, like, this smells like vanilla? Okay. Alright. Alright, so this definitely concludes the Jaclyn Hill face collection tutorial and review. So let me give you my thoughts about the palettes. Alright, so obviously I really love this palette. I created like an amazing look with this, and it's not too dark and it's not too anything. It's just very, how do I say it, very fresh, very elegant and classy, and I really love this palette. Face palette, I have no downside in it. It's comes with a giant mirror, and then you have all these pretty colors in here, and the blushes are to die for, so I really have no downside for this. There is actually a dupe for this. The City of Color brand has a palette that's pretty similar to this. It's called Timeless Beauty. I don't have it, but I will post a picture of it on my blog. I will write a blog about these products, so if you want more in-depth information and stuff like that and pictures, then definitely check my blog. It won't be up like right now. When you see, by the time you see this video, it probably won't be up, but once it is up, you'll see the link down below in the description box for sure. Now for the eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette is amazing. I love the color selection and everything. It's gorgeous. Any downsides? The only downside I do have is I feel like with the dark shade and maybe the light shade, that even though that there's a lot of fallout, I don't feel like there's a lot of pigment coming out. You just kind of have to build with it a little bit, but other than that, I mean, I love the palette. I can make do with it. I don't remember the price, but I'll put the price down below. But I mean, it's very good. I mean, it's a collection, it's a collab, so I feel like with collections and collabs, they're special, especially if that YouTuber is special to you and you watch them all the time and you always support them, then I don't see anything wrong with you splurging and saving the collection, because it is limited edition and it's something that you're gonna get to look back on later on and just remember. So overall, I mean, if you have the money and you want to buy it, then you should totally buy it. Obviously you can't buy it now, but I will post the dupe for the face palette down below. And yeah, so overall I really hope you guys enjoyed this look as much as I did, because I love the outcome and the overcome of this look. It's beautiful and it's just my kind of thing. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll see you guys in my next channel, in my next video. So yeah, all right, bye guys, I love you.